Hi, if you like the video, please remember to subscribe.
Hi, it's Rob from robnumphoto.com with a quick look at a Minolta Dynax 500 SI 35mm film camera that I picked up from the car boot the other day that I thought everybody might be interested to see. Well, what is it? Well, this is an old Minolta camera, one of their autofocus models. Minolta have disappeared now, they kind of got swallowed up by Sony. They used to be one of the biggest manufacturers of single lens reflex cameras, but they kind of lost their way a little bit and got overtaken by Nikon and Canon and people like that. But this is a very nice little camera indeed, and as you can see, I got it with two lenses. It cost me £15. They're autofocus lenses. This one is the 28 to 80. Plastic what is it? It's an f4 to f5.6, so it's not exactly a fast lens, it's a budget lens. As you can see, sort of there, that's the zoom. It's autofocus, but you can put it onto manual focus and then you just turn and ring at the front. Quite unusual designs actually for the lenses, because they are sort of plastic and rubber, so they feel, when you're sort of shooting, they feel really good in your hand. And then the other lens I got was the which one's this one? This is the 80 to 200, so together they make quite a nice little pairing. And what's unusual about this one, it's an 80 to 200, 4.5 to 5.6 variable aperture zoom. But what's unusual about this one is that the zoom ring, you actually, it's powered, so all you do is you just turn it a particular way and it zooms that way. That's quite an interesting design. So yes, it's quite cool that. The camera itself, I think this was probably an entry level to mid level model. What we've got is, and you can probably see on the right hand side, we've got program mode or auto mode that we can shoot it in, and then you might be able to see here that we've got various scene position modes. So if I press the mode button on the left and then turn the little dial, you might just be able to see it going to like night. What else have we got there? Program is basically auto mode, portrait mode, landscape, macro, sports is that with a bloke running, and night portrait. So that's your normal sort of things you get on all cameras, isn't it? You get sort of automatic and then the position modes. But then what we do is, if we flick this little lever here and we go to P, A, S and M, what we then have to do is, if we press the mode button and then turn that button, we can go from program mode to aperture priority to shutter priority mode to full manual mode. So when we're in full manual mode, we've got control over shutter speed and aperture. You can probably see that changing. And we've also got, when we're in, say, aperture priority mode there, by turning the dial we can change the aperture. But what we can also do is, if we press this little button here, AV, that then gives us our actually I'm not quite sure what that does. Anyway, so there we go. Red eye reduction for the flash, I think, is that you don't have any controls over metering or any sort of advanced features. There is a, what else have we got? There is a pop-up flash. Now on this particular model it appears to have stuck a little. It doesn't pop up automatically, you do have to flick it up yourself. But I don't tend to use flash much with film photography because it's a bit sort of hit and miss. I've loaded up a roll of colour film in this, and I'm looking forward to seeing what sort of shots we can get out of it. It feels very nice in the hand. It's nice and chunky. It's bigger than my 350D, and it's pretty lightweight as well. Now the other big advantage is, if you do see a Minolta autofocus camera, the car boot sale or second hand or anything like that, it's worth picking them up because these lenses, you can see, the Minolta autofocus mount, are actually compatible with the Sony autofocus mount as well. So for example, I picked this camera up, what, 15 quid, 2 lenses. I must admit that is a bit of a billy bargain. They might be a little bit more. But what I could now do is if I wanted to go and buy a Sony digital body, you know, and obviously digital bodies are a lot cheaper than bodies with lenses on, I've got 2 autofocus lenses I could use with it. So always bear that in mind. Whenever you see autofocus Minoltas, you could, I mean, if you're not going to keep it yourself, you can normally sell these for people who've already got Sonys, or hang on to them so that if some point in the future you pick up a Sony, you've got a couple of spare lenses for it. But I'm going to be keeping these lenses with this Minolta 500 SI dynax to take some nice film photographs. Right, that's Rob from robnonphoto.com. Thanks for watching.